I can't show any footage.
Weston McKennie could be the Joker tonight. Finding space. He can drift in that number 10 position. That time he finds space wide, flips it off for Mulligan, and just couldn't quite get enough power on the strike. But that's a good early sign. Getting McKennie freed up facing the field. Here he is again. Just able to keep it. Hooks it away. Mulligan onside. Serginho Dest. And now he was, in fact, offside. So that's the semi-automated offside technology that is electronically basically ruling that, yes, indeed, there was an offside there before. So Strake said our Dutch referee, Danny Montgomery, blow the play dead. Yep, pretty clearly there. Just a step offside. Good early link-up, though, so far. And Weston McKennie's a player. You heard the studio highlighting. We've been talking so much about when he played deeper, when he played wide, when he plays the 10. We've seen his club soccer over in Juventus in Italy, and when he's a little bit more free and can find the game, he can be very dangerous with his energy.
Like I said, this is just a commentary of the game. I can't show any footage because of copyright, obviously. My video will be taken down immediately if I do that. Can you guys hear? So the game just started. We're at 4 minutes.
Since we came up from the field and the sun fully set behind us, it's very comfortable. You see Gustavo Alfaro took over as coach of this team about the same time Mauricio Pochettino took over.
So I can't show the game, but you can at least hear it.
They've thrown their way into this first World Cup in a generation.
All right, so the game just started. Like I said, I can't show any footage.
Tim Reed becoming today the oldest man ever to play at the World Cup for the United States, captaining the team at the age of 38.
Oh, wow.
Chris Richards, the son of the Alabama native who missed the last World Cup with an injury and was able to be back in practice all week after not playing a game for about a month.
Only 12 World Cup appearances. Wow. And our best finish was in the first appearance. The first World Cup as well.
Attracting some defenders. That's the conversation right now with Alfaro and then Miguel Almiron right in front of him saying, look, hey, McKennie's going to drift out. You've got to organize a little bit. So they're very aware early on here, trying to make sure they get Weston McKennie under wraps.
Can you guys hear the game? Can anybody hear the game? Like I said, I can't show the game. It's a copyright.
Is trying to Julio and Ciso coming in off an injury a week ago. Cross in. Richards is there in time.
All right, so we're in 6 minutes in. 6 minutes in.
Really, their offense at times is a two-man game. And Tyler Adams is the man that's tasked with trying to track him. And he was with him until that speed from Enciso gets down the line and gets the cross. He's looking for his strike partner in Sanabria, but another good clearance at that near post from Chris Richards. Might have been the first time all game Christian Pulisic has touched the ball.
In case you're joining, we're watching the USA Paraguay game. I can't show any footage because it's copyrighted, obviously, but hopefully you can hear it in the background.
So lobs it forward. Reeve threw his body in there just in time in front of Sanabria. How can the U.S. go in transition? Weston McKennie from Alex Freeman. Nice little cut inside. Here's Christian Pulisic on the ball now. Draws the double team. Slips it on the team. Pulisic in the box. Weston McKennie into the middle to the
Goal! 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 Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Seven minutes in.
This is just a terrific team move from the U.S. Starting all the way back in their own end. And it's the pass from Alex Freeman that leads Weston McKennie in front of him. Allows him to run with the ball now. Look at that pass. Takes the midfield out of play. McKennie's got options to his right, opposite.
Oh, that's a good dribble. That's a good play. Oh, so it's an own goal.
Over to Balogun in the middle, and it's Bobadilla who ends up putting it into his own net. But that is Weston McKennie, and that is Christian Pulisic. We talk about stars making the game for their team.
Own goal.
Stars America, and there's your opening goal. Third fastest the U.S. has ever scored in their World Cup history. First time in 20 years they benefited from an own goal at a World Cup. And we saw with Mexico.
All right, we're already winning, boys. USA, an own goal, already winning. If you guys can hear it. I can't show the game.
How does it change things for the U.S. to get that goal however it came? It's a little bit of an exhale, but what I want to see, what I expect to see is this team keep the foot on the gas. Been a really solid start, but yet we've seen Paraguay have a couple of moments in transition. This is a Paraguayan team that is not going to quit. We're on one goal down in 9 minutes. But for the U.S., this is a game. I think they're going to need more than one goal.
I agree. You might need like 5 goals.
Good opportunities to transition forward. So this has been the start. This crowd would have wanted this team.
In case you're joining, USA just scored an own goal by Paraguay. I can't show any game footage because the game is obviously copyrighted. Can you guys hear anything?
Dangerous position. And you said a couple of minutes ago that Pulisic hasn't really had a touch of the ball. And he hasn't. But it doesn't matter. When you get the ball like that, if you have the quality that he does just to bring the game to life. So special. Sees Castro is going to ground. Slips it through his legs. Little nutmeg here. Just glides past defenders. He's so good on the dribble. He's a player that also relies on a lot of confidence, and that's why it's so important. He scored a goal in the lead up to this, but you see a guy that's playing free and is ready for this moment. And now it's going to be a set piece for the U.S. And I expect this to be Tillman with an in-swinging ball with the right foot. Lee Tillman, 17. Anthony Robinson beside him. Tillman the fake. It's Robinson. Dest might seem ready for that. This will cycle it around. Freeman, nice little touch to create the space. Hooks it into the middle. Body's crashing, pumped along in the air. Tillman brings it down on their own. Spins it back or tries to. Falls for Pulisic. Traffic for him. Had the attempt blocked. Robinson, first there. U.S. throw.
All right. We're dominating the game as we should.
Freeman, the players like that freezing goal that just had a meteoric rise in the last year to be on this field right now. Weston McKennie, early cross. Robinson get a battle in the air there with Diego Gomez. That great spot by Robinson. One of the questions I had coming in, John, was how aggressive would the U.S. be when they have the ball? Well, the answer is very. They've got Robinson high on the left, lovely touch.
Oh, that was nice.
Balogun waiting for support, early cross. And dealt with it there by Alderete, but again, like you just this all comes when you have numbers in the attack. Really, they're only defending with Ream and Richards because look how deep now Paraguay are. They said, if you're going to sit back, we're going to play with numbers in the attack. Paraguay cannot get out of their own end. This is excellent counter-pressing, great positions the U.S. are, solid defensively, and more importantly, attacking the ball right now. Pulisic down. Tillman ran right into traffic. It's going to be a foul, though. That was Bobadilla who met Tillman, and Tillman is shaken up from that one. It's a U.S. free kick. And Tillman playing in a deeper role than we've been accustomed to seeing him, both in club and country.
Hope you guys are enjoying the audio. Like I said, I can't show the game. I'll be right back, though.
Playing against a team which is sitting deeper. He has that ability just to jump out of tackles, to create things, to make passes, make things happen. So now all of a sudden you've got Pulisic, Tillman, McKennie, Serginho Dest, all guys that can beat players 1v1, which makes this U.S. team very dangerous in the attacking third. 6 keeps away from Gomez, and now Koster's waiting for him, is defending on a yellow against Christian Pulisic.
That should be stopped. That was touched by the referee, yeah.
And it is going to be pulled back now by the referee, Danny Montgomery, because the ball touched him and led to a change in possession. I think maybe what he's arguing is he was waiting to see what happened there. President of FIFA, Johnny Infantino, that's the president of Paraguay, on the left of the shot. Looked like the Secretary of State on the right of the shot. The dignitaries here this evening in Los Angeles. Pulisic flips it forward. Koster sends it back out the other way. Marine there, be a little bit careful because he got more of Sanabria than he did the ball. Gomez be the card as well. So that's 2 Paraguayan defenders on yellow. Alvaro knocks it down, and Ciso backing off of Elisa first on the deck, well wide of Matt Freese's goal.
He felt like he took a touch as he got that shot off. Ended up winning the second ball, trying to get Tyler Adams off balance. He does create just a little bit of space. Pretty clear he dragged that wide, and at least on that first look, didn't look like it took any touch off the U.S. Oh, it did actually, maybe. Slightest little nick off Tyler Adams' right foot.
Robinson under some pressure there. That was good pressure from Diego Gomez, and Paraguay with the throw high up the field. Mauricio Pochettino all the way outside his technical area. Trying to push his players on for that effort there defensively. Adams knocks it out. Road, MLS star for Atlanta United. Andres Kubas is well out there in the Vancouver Whitecaps. Ball throw from Junior Alonso, hidden out by Tyler Adams. Just swing and a miss, trying to clear. Almiron draws the contact, told to get up by the referee. And Malaga wins a U.S. throw. Quarter hour in, the U.S. up an own goal right now against Paraguay. Jenny Taft down the field. You're right near the U.S. bench. What was the reaction like when they scored so early?
Well, John, I'm so close to the U.S. bench. I actually just had a touch when that ball came out here. I'm that close. This is an interesting vantage point, but as expected, absolute elation from the U.S. team after that goal. I did notice something interesting, some frustration from Tyler Adams following the goal. He came over to Mauricio Pochettino. I wish I could get up and get closer to hear what he had to say, but Mauricio Pochettino, hands on his shoulders.
It's going to fall for Malaga. Here's Serginho Dez. Cuts it back in the middle. It'll end up out for a corner.
What's up? Hi. We're just watching the World Cup right now. That was a bad touch.
They don't know who to pick up. You've got McKennie there and Balogun, and he was onside. That touch from McKennie leads to Balogun. Just a heavy first touch from Serginho Dez. Gets away from him and takes the angle too wide. So now you've got defenders coming across. You've got Hill coming across. And then that means that Dez have to look for the pass as opposed to the shot.
Anthony Robinson to take first corner of the game for the U.S. Freeman in the back post pops it back in. McKennie brings it down. Robinson, great spot. Richards! That come off the defender. It's going to be a foul. And now concern as Richards is down. Alderete is down. And the medical staffs are going to run out here from the respective benches.
Yeah, good recycling of this ball. Comes at the back post, ends up being cleared away by Bobadilla. U.S. on the second ball with McKennie. And now you're recycling at the back post. Can you find space? Richards loves to back up to give himself an opportunity to attack it. He did. But that's a brave header from Alderete. Ends up drawing the foul by getting in front of Chris Richards, who was trying to dunk that one at the back post. And this is something to look for. Some of these set pieces, these corners, these free kicks from the U.S. They've been working a lot on this in practice, sometimes going short, just trying to find ways to free up these guys at the back post.
yet a full hydration break, but an opportunity for an informal one. And players to come across. Alderete is up on his feet. Chris Richards is still down on the ground. As Richards, out of your picture, is being helped up to a seated position. Jenny, it's a chance for you to finish your thought from a moment ago. Go ahead.
Just very interesting in terms of the body language from Mauricio Pochettino. I mentioned it with Tyler Adams. He was just talking to his captain team to bring there. Obviously positive, but Mauricio all week has been telling me the importance of managing the mental energy of the pressure of this World Cup. He's very calm and he's trying to make sure his players are feeling the same in this moment, guys.
And that early goal, Jenny, really helps this team with some of that, of how this team was going to start and how are they going to handle the pressure.
You guys hear anything?
Waiting for this moment their entire lives. Safe to say they passed the early test, but one of the big things in talking to Tyler Adams,
the U.S. is defending a man live right now because Richards is on the side. That's why Freeman slid across there to hit that ball away.
We talked to Tyler Adams in practice this week, and one of the things he said, look, we went up a goal against Wales in the first half. Let that game slip in the second. We end up tying that match. How different a World Cup is if you win the first game versus tying or losing. He feels this team is more mature. We'll see how they handle and manage this game as it goes on.
So it's 10v10. Both Alderete and Richards have not yet been allowed back on. Juan Jose Caceres is a long throw specialist. Here it comes again. Tillman heading away. Balogun knocks it down. Couldn't connect with Anthony Robinson and then goes flying past on a pump fake. Caceres stabbed backwards by Reed. Tillman slithers away from Diego Gomez. Someone, I think it was Balogun, was giving someone a piggyback ride out there for a moment. Ends up as a U.S. free kick.
I don't think it was a mutual piggyback job. Doing a good job using his strength just to shield Caceres, who's on a yellow card. We've got Gomez, as you said, on a yellow card. Or the thought was initially, but so that is rescinded.
That looks like that was an error that we saw on the World Feed broadcast. It does not appear Gustavo Gomez was showing yellow, just Caceres. We've got Richards back out, Alderete back out, full strength, 20 minutes gone.
Hi. Just watching the World Cup right now. Like I said, I can't show any footage. This is copyrighted, obviously, but hopefully you guys can hear the commentary. We're winning 1-0 by an own goal.
Tillman sees US have good possession. We've got good cover defensively. So now he just drifts a little. So he's got a license to run into the back line. That makes Paraguay drop. Now you've got Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie following up the play, trying to get on that ball. Love the little flip. Just the inventiveness, the freedom in which some of these players are playing within this structure.
Pressure by Malik Tillman there. And a reminder, we are a minute or two away from the first half hydration break, even though the temperature does not require it.
Yeah, it's pretty cold right now. I mean, it's like 6 o'clock in Los Angeles right now.
Rather than some games do and some games don't, and some will definitely need it. Every game will have a hydration break in the middle of each half. The concern right now is Malik Tillman, who is clearly struggling with something out of that prior challenge. So maybe it's good timing for him to have a break coming up and get some treatment. That'll be one of the themes. How do you go into the break? How do you come out of the break? What sort of tweaks do coaches make? It changes the game from making it a game of two halves. It's a game of four quarters now with this World Cup.
There's never been a tournament in the history of the World Cups.
Melissa breaks it down from Tim Reed. It's got Robinson for support. Saw late.
Coaches will have as much influence as they will in this tournament. Hydration breaks, all the different opportunities for the 26-man squad, 5 different substitutions. We'll see how, again, Mauricio Pochettino in his first World Cup as a coach handles these moments.
Here's Pulisic. Caceres on a yellow. Tucks him down a bit there.
All right, let's go Team USA.
Tillman. That was just enough there by Alonso to shield McKennie off his run, allowing Keel to come points.
That's good turn, half turn, finding Balogun playing as a point striker. Something we saw with Raul Jimenez in Mexico yesterday. It's just, look, the striker, they want to score goals, but the modern striker at times is asked to do so much more back to goal, laying it off, still being available in the box, and also in the build-up. Balogun's done a good job of that so far.
It was well done a moment ago as Richards couldn't get the ball out of the air. Reed and Freeman did well to clean that play up there. I love Paraguay to get any sort of attacking possession. Appropriately enough, Anthony Robinson on the ball there, and as George Lucas is being... Who would it be, George Lucas? Something look like it. Being shown on the screen, it was a lookalike. The lead was to the fact that Anthony's nickname is Jedi, but it sounded better in my head. What would be impressive here? Here's Pulisic now on Cáceres. Overhits the cross. And that will be the end of the first quarter of this game, such as it is. This hydration break is powered by Powerade. It comes midway through the first half with the United States.
Okay, hydration break.
1-0 lead over Paraguay, courtesy of the overall 7 minutes in here in Los Angeles.
Yeah. I do indeed speak English. I'm watching the game in English too.
What makes soccer the most searched sport in the world? Maybe it's because you only need a ball.
Yes, exactly why.
Maybe it's because it gives us a reason to believe.
Look at me. I believe you can do this, right?
Or ask ourselves, can I do that? Maybe it's because deep down we all want an excuse to dance. Because for 90 minutes we aren't strangers, just 4 billion fans all speaking the same language.
Car crashes injure over 1 million of us every year because we're human. For over a decade, Waymo's been building a driver that's safer.
All right, we're at a hydration break right now.
Statistically 10 times safer in the cities we serve. Not because humans aren't enough, but because they're everything.
It's our best deal of the season. So switch to Verizon now. Get 4 new phones for $0. Plus, 4 lines for just $25 per line. Yep, that's right. Get 4 phones for $0. Plus 4 lines for just
All right, like I said, we're at a hydration break right now.
Offer ends June 17th. Only at Verizon. Back in Los Angeles, I was right.
Yeah, I was going to set you up for it.
They just had on the world feed.
Here's a lesson. Don't ever tell
Miguel Almiron. I've had him in my ultimate team multiple times.
Here's the interesting part of
And I think he still plays for Newcastle.
format with these hydration breaks is now coaches have an opportunity to tweak tactics. And you've seen some of the coaches use it, change formations, change personnel, motivate their players. The challenge for the U.S. is this is something Terry, Henry, and I were talking about in the green room ahead of these games. Is look, sometimes when a team's on top, this hydration break gives them the other team just a chance to come back on. So now the U.S. their challenge is first tackle, get right back.
Bill Gates.
Pick up from where they were and reassert their dominance in the game.
Bill Gates. I'm going to look to you now whenever I do that.
2 for 2.
Interestingly, co-founder of Microsoft with him, Paul Allen, was the reason why that stadium exists in Seattle, where the U.S. will play a week from today. Thankfully, we're back to calling the game. So here's the other part of it, though. We saw the U.S. in both of the warm-up games kind of struggle. They lost their edge coming out of the hydration break. How do they
The warm-up
keep that from
games.
happening? Is McKinney, well, first of all, that one's going to find Pulisic there.
We'll see.
Like I said, Paraguay is not a challenge for the U.S. Turkey is the most difficult opponent. Goal! Offside. Wait, no, it's not offside. Goal. I think wait. I think it might be offside. Yeah, it is offside. I knew it.
So that must have been very tight indeed.
Well, I wondered if Pulisic was maybe offside on this first one.
Oh, he's way off.
Yes, that was the one. I don't know if it was the one on Balogun. That one might have been offside as well. And this is the part of this offside technology. You want to let plays develop. Was Balogun offside or on? I actually think he might have been offside. It's a nice finish at the back post, but either way, the question you had started to ask me was, how did the U.S. keep on the momentum?
The game would have been over at that point. I want to show the screen so bad, but I don't want it to get taken down. The game would have been over at that point.
Just couldn't get there, although McKennie pops it forward. Well, contact there. That was Gustavo Gomez and Flo Balogun getting tied up. And again, when there's that delay in the call, that is actually the system working. That the on-field officials are told to wait, not necessarily raise the flag immediately, as Alex Freeman is taking a kick.
Well, why don't they raise the flag immediately? That's stupid. A player could get injured if they don't raise the flag immediately. They should do it like right immediately. Like, I don't get that in offside. If the goal is off, if they're in an offside position and they get the ball, you should raise the flag immediately because somebody could get injured if the play continues.
It was a good sign for this team that they were together and battling.
Reed, Robinson, couldn't leave it off for Pulisic. It was Alex Freeman and Gustavo Gomez right at the end of the game, and they ended up basically wrestling for a ball that was out of play, and it sparked the benches glaring. You know, Omar Alderete, who's on the field today, he wasn't even in that game, and he started roughing up Freeman in that fracas, and he was shown a red card from the bench, essentially. That was how the last game between these teams ended in November in Philadelphia. 2-1 U.S. win. And you can be sure it will be a theme. Paraguay, Australia, Turkey, they all feel that they can physically intimidate this U.S. team, and they are going to attempt to do so.
I mean, but the U.S. could beat Australia. Goal! Goal! Light work. Two goals, Balogun. 2 goals. 2-0 right now. Paraguay haven't even got a shot. They've been on defense like the whole game, trying to do like counterattack. He was right. One of my subscribers was right. They were trying to do a. They were staying in a basically park the bus.
Just so lively down the left-hand side, so positive in his running. He sees that his defender is tucked in tight in Cáceres, so he runs in behind, finds the space.
No way he's saving that.
And just lays a beauty of the ball. The way of the pass allows Balogun to take it first time. Excellent position and focus to open up here and look where the goalkeeper is and find that far post. Talked so much about Flo Balogun and his hold-up play, but still for a striker, you're judged in those moments, and Balogun delivers for the United States.
Flo Balogun, one of the key additions to this U.S. team. He was born in Brooklyn. He was raised in England. His parents are from Nigeria. All 3 of those national teams wanted him, and he could have played for all 3 of those countries. He chose to play for the United States. Tillman puts it over the top for Weston McKennie early in, doesn't find Dest, and hooked away. And in no small part because of a concerted recruiting process by a lot of U.S. fans via social media a couple of years ago. And now can the U.S. not settle? Can they keep the foot on the gas?
Team USA. 2-0 right now. Balogun with that goal. It's going to be a massacre for the Team USA.
Almost everybody standing. And They have been brought to their feet by the performance they have seen on this field. I think there's some questions
I'll be right
about
back.
the team being received.
Like I said, I can't show anything yet. Can't show anything at all.
Really, Paraguay having a lot of problems in the middle of the field, which, as I set up the game, it was about Paraguay taking away the middle. They tried to be very compact. But what the U.S. have done is very smart. They've overloaded it with Pulisic coming inside, McKennie playing with freedom. Here's
Robinson to Tillman. A little bit off balance there. Concerus tangle of legs. Pulisic tackles it away. Tillman picks it up. Little pump fake. Tillman trying to find Balligan. On the run first there to the loose ball. Now he runs into his own player. Is able to escape the immediate pressure.
Be right back again.
Dancing his way through. Tripped up. Could be an advantage. Is an advantage. Balligan. Anthony Robinson. Slows down there, but he's going to set it up for Christian Pulisic, who's created both goals here tonight. Working on Concer's great little cut back into the middle. Balligan! It was just skipping off the top of his head. He has to recycle for Freeman. They're able to find McKennie's around the box. Dest hooks it in. He threw a shove to try to create space. Freeman was trying to steer it back.
I'm also watching the NBA Finals at the same time, or at least trying to.
I give you the
I know they're gonna win.
We will be in New Jersey. Yes, you heard that right. We will be in New Jersey to watch the five-time champions Brazil take on the darlings of the last World Cup, Morocco. Then Haiti back in the World Cup for the first time in a half century. Scotland back in the World Cup for the first time in a quarter century. Coverage starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, here on Fox.
11 a.m. Pacific, tomorrow.
It's going to be a wild atmosphere in New Jersey tomorrow.
So it's going to be at like,
two teams who, in the case of Brazil, their history.
what, 2 Eastern time?
Their recent performance in the last couple of years expect and hope to be in New Jersey for the final in July. McKennie on the deck, snapped away, only his arms but they Tillman blocks. And that'll spin it behind for U.S. corner.
So here's that running because that's Sergio Dest. This is what Pulisic's doing on the opposite side. He drops down. That brings his defender lines up with him. McKennie sees the space. He runs beyond the back line. And now, again, just head up, first time ball into the box. Looking for Tillman. Shot comes off with a deflection and a U.S. corner. Something I mentioned before. Just look for, sometimes they'll play it short. They look for the top of the box where Anthony Robinson scored that wonder goal against Germany. But set pieces are clearly an area in the U.S. field that can try to find an advantage. Stacking at the back post right now.
Willie Tillman, who was shaken up a couple minutes ago, just before the hydration break, looks to be fine. Swings in the corner. Richards! Just wide.
So this time everybody's at the back post. They free up Reed. He drags a defender with him. Then Richards just beats his man to the ball right around the penalty spot. I think that one was intended for Reed overhead. And boy, that was just past the post of heel. Chris Richards attacks the ball so well in those situations.
Richards not letting Sanabria get anywhere near that ball, and then Dest takes it in the head, back of the head, and he's shaking up. You heard the ooh from the fans here, saw that. Danny Mockley, the referee, will check on Dest.
Is that Clayton Bradshaw? I'm surprised Otani isn't here. Well, I guess you'd be supporting Japan then. Or is that Freddie Freeman?
There's pressure that comes with that. You don't want to let the country down. You don't want to let your family down. You don't want to mess up this opportunity. They've been trying so hard, the coaching staff, to remind these players, just do what you always do. Remember who you were as a kid when you fell in love with the sport. Go and do that Friday night. That's what we've seen through 38 and a half minutes. The runner hit that pass on her own, allowed to intercept. Paraguay navigate this last stretch here before the half. This is absolutely not how they thought this was going to go. Only 2 goals in the first half. Freeze clips it long. What sort of resilience can they show? What sort of fight can they show?
Matt Freeze, who's barely had a touch. I think he had his only real touch of the game was 2 minutes in, where Paraguay had that chance down on the left-hand side. He has to kind of just tip it to the back post, be alert. But it's a nice position to be in as a goalkeeper when you're not having to make a lot of saves in games and you can just feel your way, and especially for a guy like him who's making his World Cup debut.
That's going to pull back for a foul. Flo Balogun's down in pain. Holding his right leg, he's still down on the ground.
He just ends up, Kubas ends up standing on his heel.
Who's Des now? Des trying to get around the corner. Alonso, he does! And Heel had to be alert ready for that one.
Heel was almost guessing that time, trying to anticipate the cross, which ended up coming. I think he left his near post exposed. Great work from Serginho Des. He's lively down this right. Just again, the guy that can beat players off the dribble. If you have guys like that, it can unbalance an opponent.
5 minutes plus stoppage time to go to the half. And the Visa halftime show coming up on Fox at the break. Rebecca, Thierry's, Laton, and Alexi down to our left in the main concourse.
Alexi Lales? I forget the guy who's talking, the younger guy. I completely forget his name.
For the U.S., created for Pulisic cross in the 7th minute. Pulisic giving the assist on the goal to Flo Balogun at the half-hour mark. Christian Pulisic's 21st career assist, tied now for 4th most in U.S. history with Clint Dempsey, our teammate, for the next month and a half. And Pulisic there is going to commit that foul.
Jermaine Jones, haven't heard from him in a while. I'm surprised Jermaine Jones is even in the game.
His confidence, even when he's got 2 defenders coming his way to close him down, not dumping the ball back and just recycling it. He says, give me the ball, faces up his defender, gets him on the back foot. That's contagious. And that's how the goals have opened up, because of his positivity, his relentless running. That's confidence. That's just pure confidence and trust in his ability.
That was a big question for a lot of these guys. What sort of confidence would they have coming in? What sort of momentum would they have?
I'll be right back.
Kenny's offside, can't be involved in the play. Really, really good work. The youngest man of this U.S. 21-year-old Alex Freeman.
Fun stuff, isn't it? Just feels like freestyle at moments in these transitions where the U.S. pick up the ball. The biggest compliment I can give them is the fact that every time they get an open space, this crowd comes to its feet. They expect something. Step overs, runs off the ball, 1-2s. It's really fun. It's unpredictable.
I can only show you this. I can't show you the game. I found these just lying around in a box. And I was going to sell these. I can't show the game, obviously.
Chris Richards, how aggressively he attacked that ball. knowing he had to get something on the attacking player to make sure he stopped that counterattack, and did so even without picking up a yellow card.
But that was very intentional, as you said, from Chris Richards.
Yes.
He saw that ball, but he made a 20-yard sprint.
And had Calderon evaded him, he would have pulled his shirt or given up a foul. That's experience.
Tristan Aubrey, Reed hits it away. Robinson, it gets cleared backwards. Reed slips it from his knees, heads it to Chris Richards, who returns the pass. When it's your night, it's your night.
Just how they drew it up. But that is not the first player to have fallen on this field. I think we've seen now. The playing surface is immaculate. Maybe too good. And the fact that we've seen a couple of players falling and losing their footing.
This is a September 11th themed teddy bear, actually.
These games because you're taking a 3-minute break, so the starting point is 3 out of minutes at the end of each half. James Corden, the After Hours crew on Fox 9, our nightly recap of World Cup action. Kylian Mbappe will be on the special guest tonight. That's on Fox at midnight local time. Robinson, too far for Balogun. Anthony Robinson, a guy that had a year and a half of injury nightmare at one point in the fall. He and the coaching staff weren't sure he'd be at this World Cup. He's flying around. Dest had 2 years worth of injury issues. He's flying around. Pulisic sure seemed to all of us like he was struggling at AC Milan as much as he didn't think so. He's been flying around.
I can't show the game, so this is the best I can do.
And that'll be a Paraguay throw. 1 minute gone to the 5. Will be, in fact, a free kick action today.
Yeah, I think because it's a free kick, they're going to use this as a chance to put the first pressure for a long time on the U.S. goal, potentially. So, might not seem like a big moment, but this is now everybody up from Paraguay. They brought up the center backs. That freeze going to be his first real involvement in the game for a while if this ball's floated up towards that back post.
You can hear and see Gustavo Alfaro calling over Miguel on their own to give him specific instruction here. They recognize the importance of
There's
this
a line right now from the U.S. So they're trying to draw them offside.
Marone drifts it up, freeze will come and take a great catch. And forgot that Hansen had something to do. That's a big moment for him.
Fairly routine on appearance, but also still a big moment.
A guy that a year ago no one would have thought, at least above him, that he'd be in this position, Matt Freeze, with a meteor price for him in the first current MLS goalkeeper ever to start for the U.S. at a World Cup. Goalkeeper for New York City FC. Halfway through stoppage time. Rete electing not to get rid of that, and he walks right into Balogun's pressure, leads to a turnover. Tillman, McKennie's going to get there. McKennie lost his angle, cuts it back, doesn't have a cutback support, and ends up having his pocket picked by Andres Kubas. Tillman there, jumping the passing lane to intercept. Now he's under some pressure. He wins the throw. Everyone's making plays. Every guy out there is making.
All the hosts have been impressive except Canada. I didn't see their game, but it was a 1-1 tie.
Maybe in that moment, just a little bit more greedy, start thinking about the goal, but his running off the ball has just caused so many problems for this Paraguay defense.
Freeman. Dest will just casually backheel out to Malik Tillman. Dest once more. Freeman once more. McKennie, that was knocked away. Junior Alonso, a poor interception there. Richards wins the header. Adams was helping. Dest trying to control off the chest. Couldn't get through the traffic of Kubas there. And again, the U.S. fight to win that ball back. That was Alex Freeman once again. And the fans appreciate it.
That's effort, that's commitment, that's desire, and as you said, appreciated by the fans. Right below us, Mauricio Pochettino.
Balogun, can he get inside? Still Balogun, Flo Balogun!
3. He should have a hat trick, but 2 goals is good enough. I'll be right back.
He picks up the top corner. Just a beauty for a second of the game. Flo Balogun, U.S. 3-0 in the first half. So dominant. Excellent stuff.
That is how the half ends, and as close to a perfect half as we could have imagined. 45 minutes down, 45 to go in Los Angeles. The United States 3, Paraguay 0.
And helped America win against all odds. This summer, if America can defy all odds on the ball, the George Washingtons of America could be granted a Jeep Wrangler. That's right. American people actually legally named George Washington could receive a 2026 Jeep Wrangler, fully loaded with freedom and the tears of our opponents. Turn that volume up because we're not messing around. We're actually doing this. Look how American this office is. We bronzed an eagle. He wasn't real. Yes, that painting is historically accurate, and you know he would have driven the Jeep Wrangler if he could have. I carved this George Washington bust with my bare hands. The world may call it football, but in America, we don't, and we're like really proud of that. So let's win this for George Washington.
What does it take to be the greatest of all time?
3-0.
It's not just leaving defenders chasing shadows or turning goalkeepers into statues. It's making your team, your sport, and everything around you better. Here's to the greatest of all time.
Turn back time when you're injured with Valvoline Restore Protect, a first of its kind motor oil that removes up to 100% of engine-killing deposits and protects against future damage. Ask for Valvoline Restore Protect at your next oil change. USA getting set here. Plays it into the box. Takes a touch. He shoots. Off the crossbar. Another chance.
All customers bet on the Magic get bonus bets for every goal scored.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 halftime show on Fox is presented by Visa. Flo Balogun is having himself a game. 2 goals on his World Cup debut. That is first as the US have put 3 past Paraguay in total at the break. And they are rolling it in Kansas City and at the Coliseum in Los Angeles as well. And we're loving it as well. You have to say here at LA Stadium, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Thierry Henry, Alexi Lalas. Let's describe that real quick.
I mean, I think that's the greatest half of group play from a men's team at a World Cup in history. Everything went right. Total dominance from top to bottom.
Love it. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? The story of that first half, and you've seen plenty of stars in attendance as the players came out. Tom Cruise, Victoria, and Sir David Beckham. 7 minutes on the clock. It all begun.
From the start, he was on the front and Christian Pulisic is just all over the place on that left-hand side, creating opportunities. And look, you make your own luck. I know this is an own goal, but you put yourself in dangerous situations. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it here. Everybody loves it across the country. Everybody loves it across the world. Look at it. Look.
That's the Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland. And then Zlatan. It was 2.
Like I said before the game, feed the ball to Captain America. He will create chances. In the second goal, that might show up here now in the 21st minute. Captain America gets the ball. He drags it in front. Pass it back. And you have Ben Boone scoring his first World Cup goal for the national team. Beautiful play.
Lovely finish from Balogun. So that was 2-0 just after half an hour mark and just before the break, Thierry.
Yes, that's the school. The old school one from Paraguay. As a number that I like him. Resist the tackle first and foremost. He compose himself in the box. I'm going to say he resist the tackle. He compose himself in the box. And smashes into the tackle. Right now, USA.
Of course, 2 goals of Balogun's getting the headlines right now, but Zlatan.
He should have had a hat-trick.
Okay.
If he didn't pass the ball, the first chance he got, if he shot there, he would have had a hat-trick.
Tough audience, I was going to say though. Christian Pulisic.
Yeah, he should have.
As Lexi said, it's everywhere tonight.
It is for everybody. To say the way they set up, the way they recover the ball, to be able to apply pressure all the time, the way they set up the overload in midfield. Every time you make a run in between the centre back and the full back, Paraguay don't even know what they're doing. They've been all good. I have to say, obviously we're going to talk about Mr. Basic, obviously we're going to talk about Donovan and McKenny and whoever, but they have been good as a team. Be smart, but don't settle. Don't settle. Keep the foot on the gas.
All right, that's the message at a World Cup. You just want to get yourself off to a good start. Well, this today is about the very definition of that. The best performances Alexi Lawless from men's team at a World Cup in a group stage.
We practice this. Stick to the glass. No theatrics. Just hit the ball. It's like I knew you, but I didn't know your name.
I like this commercial.
I don't think that's a good idea. Going down the pool.
Travis. No, ASAP Rocky.
And I'll say what's important to you is important to us.
Dad, I don't tell you. This world just came out of nowhere.
And right now, what's important to Blake is not getting in trouble with his dad. The good news is if you have accident forgiveness from Allstate, your auto rate won't go up just because of an accident. Even if it is your fault. Sorry, it's the world's fault. Because we all deserve a second chance. Right, Dad? If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Early start here for Adams. Sensodyne. Brilliant touch. Volterra now with relief. And Tom's looking to counter-attack. It's Tyler Adams! Every goal starts with an assist. Hurry into your dealer today to get a great offer on a new 2026 Volkswagen Atlas.
There's dreaming about it, and then there's living it on this planet. Get access to the largest global network lounge network, dining benefits at over 10,000 restaurants, and exclusive access to unique experiences worldwide that stay with you long after the offer. There's nothing like platinum. Amex is a proud partner of One More Dream.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Find a way to less muscle with Tremfya.
Vitamin IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration during the start.
Tremfya can help with symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years.
Some had visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections, lower ability to fight them, and liver problems.
Oh.
Jenny Taff, you've been speaking with the U.S. coaching staff. What can you tell us?
Well, Jesus Breast, John, I'm very happy with that first half performance. I asked him right away, is that the best half you've ever had under you and Mauricio Pochettino? He said, I'm not going to go there yet. I'm very pleased with
Uh-oh. It froze. Now you get some lag.
the way we're performing. He answered, we're finding space in between the back line. Everyone is connected and causing damage. But it's an interesting note about Christian Pulisic because I asked him about his performance. He did not give me a heads up that he would not be starting this half. But guys, I'm sitting right here. Christian walked right by me. Friends and family behind me. He motioned up, I'm okay. The slightest of wins. So I will try to find out the latest with Pulisic.
For sure, is the U.S. mix of their attacking throw. Listen, that was the whole part of it. It was also the Brian took the World Cup off last summer. He's played a ton of games the last 2 seasons. Now, for after now, it's clear away. He dealt with some injuries in the fall, including, let's be honest, that could be one of the of his young teenage kicker taking a lot in this second half. So yeah, we'll wait to see precisely, and Mike will have to wait till after the game to know for sure. Malik Tillman is now setting up on that left-hand side. Pulisic was. You've got Sebastian Walter setting up in the middle beside Tyler Adams. That is a good note, John, about how this team manages the second half. See something big in the beginning. Physically, mentally, don't get drawn into the game with the Paraguay side. You're going to give it a go. Directing traffic, Consers has it now. Consers crossing in. Ring didn't get there. Adams did not fall clear on their own. Followed by his own teammate, Sanabria. Clay Robinson play in the space. Foul again. That's another good example. Foul against the Irish Care Volkswagen because the entire Paraguay bench popping up right now, saying actually you foul against slow fouling, and instead it goes against Rizal Gomez. You can see very clearly that it should not have been, but it's the reaction afterwards you have to be careful about because they will try to incite that type of reaction from you. And when they look at making make a silly decision, the red card flips the momentum back in their favor. So
I mean, but they're going to take a long way. They need 3 goals. Finally, they're doing something.
tries to make the foul, doesn't get enough of the
Traffic knocked down. First to react, U.S. players at least at first. Now they're trying to scramble it away. It's a check.
Just get it out and get your shape and get up. That ball leads close down the shot at the top of the box, a lot of space.
We're on. Tim Reed. Reed couldn't get anything on that one. Decision on the field is going to be a free kick from Paraguay.
See if we can get a card here. I wasn't sure because it felt like the reaction from the ball was a little bit late. As he went down. But he beats Tim Reed, gets him drawn out of the middle, takes it off, gets the hand line. There, and then does Reed get his leg? If he did, it was tiny, a little bit. I don't think there's too much in that honest.
Some of that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of this is to be expected. Keep on the audience here. So this is to be expected. That Paraguay would come out.
I wasn't even looking. Was that Kareem?
Referee's trying to get his ball together to match. The outswinging ball, the in-swinging ball towards the ball or away from it.
Walks away. And Cecil looks at him. Up to the air. Freeze thought about coming for it. Didn't. And now we've got a stoppage of play. And the check, VAR check, we're understanding is mistaken identity.
What?
Was the yellow card entered the book as the wrong player? The referee stopping the play just went to a neutral area.
This is a conversation about your own little. What's it reading?
Luckily, very experienced young referees at his second World Cup.
I think he's going to give it to Albert Martinez actually. Let's see. For simulation. I gotta say, I love this part of the technology right here. If this ends up being what happens, because so look, that's what he's doing right now.
Santos yellow, Reed gives it down.
That's a dive.
We're trying to get out of this game. I don't want to see people trying to simulate like that to draw fouls or win fouls. In previous editions, and sometimes they say, look, if there are too many things being reviewed, it's taken away.
And listen, we're not just saying this because the U.S. and you and I both love that. That's exactly if we can all play
That's clearly a dive. Miguel Almiron. I have him on my ultimate team at least. I think at 24, and he looks like Gizmo from Teen Titans.
He's suspended for a game. So that's consequential when a player trying to essentially cheat.
It's not defending a dangerous set piece situation. Snap, maybe lost the momentum a little bit, but Paraguay coming out to begin the second half. So the only other Paraguay player sitting on a yellow card. Step again by Alex Freeman to come forward and win that header. Keel gives it right to Tillman. He's out of his goal. Tillman trying to slip it through. He underhit it for Test. It's cleared away.
He should have gone for the shot, in my opinion.
Interception by Alvarez. The ball was underhit from Tillman after a mistake for Paraguay. So now the U.S. the attacking on the field for the first time in this half.
Freeman really getting a wrestling match there with Alvarez. They'll do it again. And really, this is exactly what you want from a U.S. perspective. Confirmation of halftime subs. Off of that,
I lowered down because people were sleeping.
Rosie was alert there to try to get Balogun quickly in. Dest picks it back up 1v3 play wide for McKinney. The Pearl tried to bounce off his foot. He was in great position to intercept, and he slips. Confirmation again of the halftime sub for Christian Pulisic. Tillman, Anthony Robinson. Lovely move. Robinson into the middle, too far. Lisa's far enough for Weston McKinney, cutting it back. Tillman blocked. Service there is just left for dead by that great little move. And then Alex Freeman going airborne for the bicycle. Attempt to keep that ball in play.
Paris Hilton.
There's a confidence with which the U.S.
Patrick Dempsey.
whole game as Chris Richards on the field out of your picture. And makes a foul, and then a little bit of after there. Trying to beat Richards in. Chris Richards just jogs away.
So the formation tweak with Pulisic coming out is you've lost on this left side a player who's going to keep the width, take guys on, running behind. Tillman has now come out to the left, outside the middle. Berhalter's gone in there. So the U.S. has lost a 1v1 player wide, and they're trying to get Anthony Robinson higher up. It has meant that their attack has been a little bit more predictable than it was in the first half.
It's a great 2 touches there from Tyler Adams. Ball away from Miguel Almiron. Here's a good 1v1 player. Serginho Dest. Engaging with Junior Alonso. Dest. Get around the corner. Poked away. U.S. corner.
It's making life difficult for Junior Alonso. 1v1 constantly, similarly to Pulisic on the other side. When you take that first touch forward, you got a little trick, little scissor step over. You just unbalance a defender, make him uncomfortable. Dest has been doing that all game long. Anthony Robinson across the far side to take it.
Third corner for the U.S. They went close on the last one with Richards. This one is whipped in. Reed was in the area. And Ciso just kind of lobs it forward. Freeman trying to hold it in. Adams will just force Mauricio back. And then Mauricio goes to ground. Tyler Adams gets a yellow card.